and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Motorsport with a very silly race, a very silly challenge, if you will. We're at Daytona. The aim of this race is to push your teammate around the circuit. Here you can see we have a line of completely stock Holden Toranas, and they are going to be pushed around for 7 laps to see who... I was doing the intro! Right, we're going... Oh, I'm in the wrong gear. I was in second when I was doing that. The Ferrari is a bit difficult to manoeuvre. Right, they can... Oh, we're going to do a push battle between me and Lightning McQueen. Can we lift Brazen up? No, we are losing! We are losing the battle! Anyway, there we go. Perfect, right, we're going to start while Brazen's not in line. So yeah, the goal is we're going to push. We're using S-Class cars. We've got a variety of S-Class cars. I've got a very fast Ferrari. There's some heavily modified stuff. There's some more sensible stuff. Yeah, so the Torana basically just, once we get going, holds in the clutch, and that is it. We will push and see what happens. There's going to be some crashes. There's going to be some mayhem here. We have got a ready command. We're having to do a little bit funky stuff to make this work. I think somebody may have sneaked a jump start over there. They have a little bit. So because we have no like race time or anything to compare to, we have to use a Discord thing to do a go so that it's vaguely well timed. There is a go. We are off. We are underway. Now, the downside for us is we're not all-wheel drive with the Ferrari, so we don't push off as well as some. My hope is that nearly 900 horsepower and 800 and something torque is going to be enough for us. Now, because the difficulty for the Toranas is this is a stock Torana suddenly doing 150 to 190 mile an hour, which it was not intended for. Wonderful car. I absolutely love the Torana, but it is a lot of speed that we are asking the Torana to do here. Can we go after that Bugatti? And whoa, that is Gliska and Impega up ahead. We got a little bit wobbly trying to push Danger Man through there with the Ferrari. Come on, we can get this if we can just get it hooked together. No, there's a little bit of separation for the leaders. We are going to have to just back off for a moment because Danger Man got a little bit squirrely through there, which isn't ideal. You've got to be very careful that you don't end up pushing your own teammate's car around. It's super easy to lose it. It looks like Liam and Longbow are gaining. It's tough to pass. There's been, again, a little bit of separation from the leaders. They've not had as great a return. We've actually got that one hooked up very nicely through there. Now, bear in mind, none of the power going on is from that Torana. This is all done by the Ferrari, which is quite close to stock. The only thing I've got in it is a gearbox, because the gear ratios from standard were terrible, and an air filter. Oh, I think there's been a crash. I think Liam and Longbow have gone round. We are hooked onto the back of that. Oh, we're hopping and bouncing around here. We are catching... If we're going to catch if we're going to catch Impega and Gliska, we've got to keep it pinned there. And I think they have separated. There is some separation between the green cars. Look at us go! We're up to 180 mile an hour. We're going to have to lift a little bit into the turns. This is some wonderful teamwork so far as we head around here. Now, of course, they can actually slipstream behind us, so you do get a little bit of benefit if they get right up behind us. They will get some slipstream from us. We have been doing better in the corners than them. We've reeled them in, but can we hold it for the rest of the race? That is the really big question. I'm actually surprised the Ferrari is doing so well at pushing. The concern with the Ferrari... Oh, we're going to have to lift slightly. We went up too high. Danger Man is struggling to get that back down again, but it's really not easy driving the Toranas here. They are not the most composed, funnily enough, doing this. Here come the green cars! Although as they pulled out Gliska with a big kick of oversteer, there's going to be potentially a little bit of side drafting going on. We're going to run in here. We're maybe going to have to lift a little bit on the higher line. Now, it's difficult to be smooth with a controller. There is no doubt about it. On a steering wheel, this would be much easier trying to do smooth transitions through these corners. There's a little bit of tap on the wall for the green cars. Can we get a little bit of slipstream from the green vehicles? I don't know. I don't think so. Well, no, we're across the line nicely. It is very, very close between us. Come on, Ferrari. Use that power. I don't really want to change up a gear unless I absolutely have to. There we go. We're backed up a little bit mid-corner. I think we've got a little too high possibly here. I think the green car is they're a little bit faster than we are, not by much, but they are perhaps a smidge quicker. We've pulled away from the rest of the pack here. Can we reel them in? We need to be super brave in the corners. I don't know whether I want to risk going to 8th. See, I think what Dangerman may be doing is, I don't know if Dangerman is actually tapping the brakes ever so slightly on the way into the corner. I don't want to have to go for the brakes. Green hit the wall and then we immediately followed. And we're lapping quickly, but Green are lapping even faster at the moment. That is the problem. Do I want... I'm not sure 8th is going to work for us here. Ninetails is catching. We need Green to have an issue, which they are very close to having an issue up there. They've had a big moment with 2 laps to go. I think the green car is better. Me and Dangerman have just worked better together. We have pushed better. We've stayed connected better. Here we go. Come on, Ferrari. Come on, Ferrari. You can do this. Going to the high side is not where we want to be, though. Here. There was a little wobble from the green cars. Dangerman's going to brush the wall. We can't get Dangerman unstuck, and the car hooked. Oh, dearie me. I feel like we had to go for it. Otherwise, we were going to get potentially stuck. Oh, that's unfortunate that it got stuck on the wall there. All right, come on. We'll push it back up to speed. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a good finish for us. However, we really took the fight to Green Team for that one. Yeah, just ran in too high. And once it was sort of stuck on the wall, it kind of dug in at some point, and that was that. It looks like there has been a crash up ahead. Who is that? Oh, it's Aaron and Brazen. Hey, we've got an overtake. I mean, yeah, we were going for the lead. We were battling for the lead on heading towards the final lap of the race. Probably should have lifted, should have, gone into line. But we had done so well at staying hooked through the corners that it was worth a go. But it looks like Green Team are going to get it. We did everything we could in this. We're up to the giddy heights of 180 mile an hour with the Torana. Just not quite able to make it count when we needed to. It was a very fun race. It's a very silly sort of racing. It works so much better than we ever could have expected it to, even if it is not an amazing finish for us in that one. Well done to Glisker and Impega. Ninetails and Shadow took second. It would be Coffee and Ollie would end up in third. We would have to settle for fourth, but we did beat Brazen and Aaron, Grumples, Stevie, and I don't quite know what went on with the teams back there. Liam and Longbow had some sort of issues. What a silly race. What a great race, though. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun up until the point where it went wrong. So, we head on to a second round after almost success in the first. We're now swapped. Dangerman is doing the pushing with Vantage V600, and we are going to be in the Torana. God knows what might happen. I feel like the Vantage should be a pretty good push car. It's got a lot of power, a lot of torque and everything. Hopefully should be stable enough and everything. We are off, and it's stalled. I think the Vantage may have stalled slightly. It's not so great. However, there is a slight plus point in that if there's a crash up ahead, we may be able to avoid it. Like there is a chance we won't be caught in the middle of it. Okay, there is a Porsche that we are already quicker than. We will go past the Porsche. That is a good start for us. Oh, there's a very big wreck up ahead. What way is that going to go? Oh, it's going to come down towards us. Whoa, we are out of control. We've got skated through that one. Oh, hey, Dangerman. Good work. Oh, bloody hell. That was terrifying. Good work, though. We kept the cars together in all of this. I don't think the Vantage is quite as good a push car, which surprises me. If anything, I would have thought it would have worked better than the Ferrari, but never mind. Can't really. You've got to hold the clutch down. You've got to want to be able to look back. It's difficult to be looking back. Oh, no, I don't know, actually. It's not far off what we were doing with the Ferrari, up to 170 mile an hour. I'm not sure what is the group behind us. Oh, God, getting the car to turn is sketchy, but we're doing it. So up ahead is Ninetales and Shadow. Ninetales is with the McLaren F1. I don't know what the lead pair are driving. I don't know what's... who is Ollie being pushed by? Coffee, I think. I don't know what they're... Oh, no, they're driving a Challenger, I think. That's what they've got. There's a little bit of moving going on between Ninetales there. That headed up towards the wall and alarmingly... Okay, we've lost... There was a couple of cars behind. I think it was Liam and Longbow, but couldn't see. Shadow and Ninetales are not as well hooked together as they want to be through this corner. Danger Man has got that Aston Martin where you want it. We're not as quick as the leaders, but we might be quicker than the pink cars ahead. Come on, let's go chase down that McLaren. We've probably got more power than the F1 in all of this. How we're going to get past it, I don't know. It's very difficult to overtake. I mean, we're hoping that they have a little moment somewhere again through the corners as the cars bounce and move around. I mean, it's dicey, it's sketchy. It's very easy to get spun through this section. Oh, don't clip the wall. We brushed it a small bit. It's fine. It's fine. We're still back to doing about 170 miles an hour. Yeah, I think both of our races, actually, our cars have not been the very fastest pair, but we have done well at keeping it through, like hooked up the whole way through the corner. You can see the leaders now are separated a little bit. Oh, we have a little bit of separation there before Danger Man can get back on the power. But did the right thing when the cars start to drift apart, just back off, because the last thing you want to do is spin your Torana. We are gaining... No, we lost a little bit of ground. We're gaining on the leaders. They've had a bad lap. We lost a little ground on the two ahead. Such a weird motorsport. Oh, the leaders are in a lot of trouble, actually, through there. They really, really messed that one up. So, yeah, but you want to keep the cars hooked together, but you don't want to go brush the wall. Brush the wall, it'll screw you up. We have probably half the gap almost to the leaders as they've made little mistakes. It's not so much through our performance. It's just the consistency that we have had. Or I don't want to risk what Shadow... I say that. Oh, God, got to pull that hard. I'm about to say I don't want to do what they're doing, risking smacking the wall. But we then proceeded to smack the wall because this car didn't turn. Jeez, we got a whole heap of speed there. Where the crap did that come from? Danger Man has spun. Oh, no. Where did that speed suddenly come from? We'd been cruising about at 170. And everything was fine. And then all of a sudden, we just did 200 almost into the first corner. And we are now coasting... What happened? Why did that suddenly going astronomically fast? I don't know if Danger Man shifted down or was trying a different gear. We were going very quickly and then all of a sudden not. There goes Longbow and Liam. There is the orange car. Oh, whoa. Yeah, it gave us a hit in the corner. It wasn't quite what you needed. That was unfortunate. I don't know why that suddenly went so quick. I just wasn't prepared for that in that corner. If I knew we were going to be doing 180 into the corner, we might have been able to do something different. I was just taking the line we had been taking and wasn't expecting almost 20 miles an hour more at that point. Yeah. Once again, we have a strong mid-portion of the race, and then it just fell apart towards the end, not quite at the end. We have to hope for a crash for someone else now. We are not going to be able to do anything. Not now, not after. I mean, we lost so much time, but without a big mistake from one of the cars ahead, we're not going to have time to make up. I don't know whether that... there might be pairs. Oh, no, there's a little bit of lag or whatever going on there. Because, yeah, see, now we're back at 172. Cars ahead, Ewan and Stevie almost got up into the wall. Yeah, whatever suddenly found the big overdrive of speed... would be helpful down here, just not so helpful into the corners. But yeah, I guess we have to keep an eye on it. Oh, the only thing I can think of is Danger Man's car picked up like a weird slipstream off of me somehow. Because it was picking up, it so suddenly accelerated here and to a lot higher speed than it had been before. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to have to watch the footage. It's just slightly got an overtake on us through there. Yeah, unfortunately, as well as it was held for a while, it's just slipped away. It has just slipped away. I think maybe the Ferrari was a slightly better of the two push cars. It was actually quite close. Once it got up to speed, the Vantage certainly around a similar level of performance. And that consistency that we held for a little while, it's, yeah, did not quite go our way there. Oh well. What can you do? We tried our very best. This is a very, very silly sort of racing. It's good fun, and it actually works quite a lot better than expected. It would be Shadow that would take victory in a very close battle at the front by the looks of it. Shadow took victory from Ollie, and Pego would be third, with Longbow fourth ahead of Ewan. We would have to settle for fifth in that one. Just never quite worked for us there. But yeah, well done. I say well done for everyone. It's a really silly motorsport. It's great fun. I'm so glad it works. We've tried this on many Forza Motorsport games in the past, and it didn't work. Something in the physics engines just stopped you from being able to push cars. But this one doesn't do that. So you can push cars to silly speeds, and you can do this sort of weird teamwork racing. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.